Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a coiled lanyard for your kayak equipment. This is what the finished product is going to look like. It's nice and coiled with good elasticity, and it's got a couple of plastic hooks on the end for you to use as leashes for your equipment so you don't lose it. Okay, so how did I get here? First off, you're going to need some Weedeater line. Now I've chosen 0.095 inch in diameter Weedeater line. It's got a round diameter. This is important, as you'll see later, because some of the diameters have sharpened edges which are used to cut weeds, and that's not what you want to need. Then you're also going to need some paracord, whatever color you decide to use, but you want to get the 550 because what you're going to do is you're going to cut to the size you want, and then you're going to pull out and remove the inside strands, like this. So all you're going to have left is the paracord sheath. And you want to make sure you just seal the edges with a light flame because you don't want to melt the ends because you want to thread your Weedeater line through it. I also got this 3/8 inch in diameter wooden dowel rod from Home Depot for less than $1. And what I did was I cut or drilled holes down varying lengths on it so you can change the length of your lanyard that you want to make. Then you're also going to need a drill to help coil your lanyard. Okay, so to save time, I've already stripped out the inside lines of this paracord and threaded in the Weedeater line, and this is what you get. So then what you're going to do is once you've put your dowel rod into the drill bit, you're going to feed it through one of the holes, and these holes are drilled to be just slightly larger than the diameter of the Weedeater line. Hold it on the back, and then wrap it a couple of times around to hold it in place. Okay, once you have it wrapped like that, what you're going to do is you're going to use the drill to wrap it up the length of this dowel rod. Now you got to be careful because the end that you cut of that Weedeater cord can be kind of sharp, and you don't want to go too fast because you get a friction burn on your finger. So here we go. And you also want to go the right way. And so you see, you just kind of feed it up, and it will coil itself. And there you go. Then when you get to the end, or to one of the lengths that you wanted, you'll see the hole there. You're going to thread your line through that and then tie it off to lock it in place. Okay, now that you've done that, you can see you have it coiled up there. You're going to remove it from your chuck, and then you're going to take this and put it in a pan of boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, if you don't have a pan big enough, I got a couple of these foil pans at the dollar store. I use one of the foil pans to boil the water that you're going to initially put this in, and then you're going to need another pan that you're going to fill with water and ice cubes as an ice bath. So first you put it in the boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes, and then you immediately dunk it into the ice water bath for about 10 to 15 minutes. And what that does is it changes the memory of the Weedeater line right here to give you your coil. Again, at the same time, here's one that I've already done. It's dried off and it's cooled, and this is what you get. You see it's initially got a pretty good coil to it, but I saw this other video where you can get a tighter coil, and so I'm going to show you how that was done. Again, you use your drill. You're going to put one end into the chuck here. Get in there nice and tight. And you're going to hold the other end out like this. And you're going to go in the reverse direction from when you initially wound it. And you can see as the coils travels back toward me how it's changing. So here we go. And there you go. You let it go. Take it out. And now that gives you a really nice tight coil. And then you just get these leaded sleeves, which you take each one of these ends with, and you thread it through and you make a loop, and then you just smash this with a hammer, and it gives you a loop. And then if you want, you can also use these plastic hooks before you smash the loop on there. And that's how you come up with your lanyard. And that's it. So if anybody has any questions, just leave them for me in the comments. Thanks.